Assalamu alaikum guys, this is me Senpai Gamer San. I'm your host Senpai. We are playing the game That Redemption interactive video adventure game. It's pretty amazing. I hardly got this game. Somehow my friend recommended and even gave me the link how to download this game. But I'm not gonna edit that link. It's because it's on Google Play Store. You can buy it. I hardly got it. Anyway, fighting fantasy. There aren't any place.
Despite its name, Fang was an
Where is
ordinary
the
small
subtitle,
town
man?
in a northern province of Chiang Mai, situated on the banks of a river. It made a convenient stopover for river traders and passengers throughout most of the year. A few barges, rafts, and sometimes even a large sailboat could usually be found moored in Fang. But all that was long ago, before the creation of the tribe of champions. Now, once a year, the river is crowded with boats as people arrive from hundreds of miles around, hoping to witness the breaking of an ancient tradition and see a victor in the tribe of champions.
Give me a summary.
Deep in the hillside, behind the town, lies a challenge created by a powerful baron of Fang called Succumbit, a labyrinth filled with deadly tricks, traps, and loathsome monsters from which there is only one exit. Each year, warriors and heroes come to Fang to face the trial of champions. Survival is unlikely, yet many take the risk. The prize is great, a purse of 10,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
And the freedom of Chiang Mai forever.
Wow.
This year, you will attempt what has become known as
Oh, cool.
a walk. Attracted to it for the simple fact that nobody has ever yet emerged victorious. In the morning, you see Baron Succumbit himself, with 5 others standing proudly in line, the violet scarves displayed for all to see. There are 2 bare-chested barbarians dressed in furs, a sleek elven woman with golden hair and feline green eyes, a man covered head to foot in iron-plated armor, with a plumed helmet and a crested shield, and another cloaked in black robes with only his dark eyes showing between the swords of his black face scars. A hush falls over the crowd as Baron Succumbit steps forward holding 6 bamboo sticks. You draw one from his outstretched hand and read the word 5th. The knight enters first. He salutes the crowd before disappearing into the tunnel. He is followed half an hour later by the elf, then a barbarian, and the dark assassin. Next, it's your turn. But before embarking on your adventure, we must first determine your own strengths and weaknesses.
Oh, man.
You have in your
This is
possession
amazing.
a sword, a shield, and a backpack for carrying provisions for the trip. You have been preparing for your quest by training yourself in swordplay and exercising rigorously. To see how effective your preparations have been, dice will be rolled to determine your skill, stamina,
There we go
and luck
again.
scores. Or,
This is
if you wish
amazing.
to begin your adventure immediately, you can choose between 3 ready-made adventurers.
Roll for skill, stamina, and luck. Choose a ready-made adventure. What's the ready-made
You can
adventure?
choose to be Alaric Ironwood, whose approach in battle is simple and direct. To charge falls, huge shoulders whirling his sword manically about his head, chopping left and right with such force and speed as to quickly put any enemy off getting too close. And should they ever manage to sneak a blow in under this onslaught, Alaric's impressive physique will normally just brush it off, as if it were a scratch. Born in Fang himself many moons ago, Alaric is a hero to the locals. His mother still lives there, a diminutive woman who makes her living as a seamstress. And quite how she produced such a gigantic warrior no one quite knows. But the popular theory is that somewhere down his ancestral line, giant blood runs in his veins. Alaric's initial skill is 8, his initial stamina is 23, and his initial luck is 7. Alaric also carries a potion of strength that gives 2 opportunities to restore his stamina points to their initial amount.
Loretta Starfire, roll a dice to determine your scores. Choose to be Alaric Ironwood. Well, Alaric Ironwood is really stronger boy, or man, I can say that. What about the Loretta?
You can choose to be Loretta Starfire, the most feared woman in all Valencia. Even murderous highwaymen will deliberately evade her as she travels. And in the cities, battle-scarred mercenaries avoid this slightly built, intense-looking adventurer. Soldier and bandit alike, they're all terrified of the strange connection that binds Loretta to the tides of fortune. It is not so much that good luck befalls her, it is the fact that anybody who crosses her always ends up suffering the gravest misfortune. Tales abound of pickpockets who have had their hands severed in bizarre accidents after trying to steal from her. Of opponents in combat who have stumbled and fallen on their own swords. Little is known of Loretta's background, but there are whispers, perhaps not wholly unfounded, that some long-lost dark magic fills her soul.
Shit.
Loretta's initial skill is 9. Her initial stamina is 11. And her initial luck is 11. Loretta also carries a potion of fortune that gives 2 opportunities to not only restore her luck points to their initial amount, but will increase her initial luck score by 1.
Rasmus Longbeard? Who's that? Rasmus Longbeard. Ah, man.
You can choose to be Rasmus Longbeard, a supreme master with all types of offensive weapons, from throwing knives to longbows. There is nothing that does not put the fear of the gods into his foes when it is in his hands. But it is his swordsmanship that is his most stunning attribute. The son of a blacksmith, he spent his infancy surrounded by blades of all designs. Ever since he was just a boy, he has repeatedly defeated opponents of greater age and experience in duels. He is even said to be able to chop a crossbow bolt from the air, dressed in ornate flowing robes that allow him to move with ease. He is as fashionable as he is deadly. Rasmus begins with an initial skill of 12. His initial stamina is 17, and his initial luck is 9. Rasmus also carries a potion of skill that gives 2 opportunities to restore his skill points to their initial amount.
Roll a dice to determine your scores. Okay, I'll do that.
First, we'll roll for your initial level of skill. This reflects your sword skill and fighting expertise, and will be determined by rolling 1 die and adding 6.
Oh shit! Oh shit! God damn it! Are you... God damn it. There we go.
Next, we'll roll for your initial stamina, which represents your strength. So the higher your stamina score, the longer you will survive. This will be determined by rolling 2 dice and adding 12.
Well, that's cool. 4, 4, 4. I think double 6 would be worth it. Damn it! Double 6. Fuck! Oh, shit. It's fine.
Next, we'll roll for your initial luck, which represents how lucky an adventurer you are. Luck and magic are facts of life in the fantasy world you're about to explore. This is determined by rolling 1 die and adding 6.
Ah, fuck. Skills and luck worth it. Skills, really? 1 die? I wish I can play with my wife like that. By the way, I already, joking around right now. You guys think I got married? Nah. Okay, continue. Oh, shit.
You may also take a magical potion to aid you on your quest.
Oh, shit.
Each bottle of potion contains 2 measures, so can be used twice during an adventure. You can choose from a potion of skill that restores your skill points to their initial amount, a potion of strength that restores your stamina points to their initial amount, or a potion of fortune that not only restores your luck points to their initial amount, but will also increase your initial luck score by 1 each time it's used.
Fuck. This is hard. Potion of fortune, stamina, strength, skill. Fortune is for luck, the strength is for stamina, and I think the stamina could be worth it. Margaret Reed.
Lastly, before you begin your quest, you are given enough provisions for 10 meals. When you eat a meal, your stamina score will increase by 4 points. But don't forget, your stamina can never exceed the initial amounts you've just set. You have a long way to go, so use your provisions wisely.
He's a really great guy, by the way. No wonder this game is 650 rupees.
You'll enter into combat a number of times, and the further you go, the tougher your opponents will be. Combat takes place over several rounds, and your attack strength is based on yours and your enemy's skill scores. For each round of battle, we'll roll 2 dice for you and 2 for your opponent, adding the results to your skill scores. These are your respective attack strengths. Whoever's attack strength is the highest wins that round of combat. If you both have the same attack strength in a round, then it will be a tie. In some battles, you can take an opportunity to escape. But beware. If you do run away, your opponent will automatically score 1 hit on you as you flee, costing you 2 stamina points. So be sure you have enough. Such is the price of cowardice. You are playing using the new battle system, where the battle takes place over 3 rounds. Your sheer battle-hardened nature will mean you'll always win the battle after the 3 rounds, but Every round you lose will cost you 2 stamina points. So be careful. Losing all your stamina will still be fatal. At the start of each round, you'll have a short time to decide to fight or to build up your stamina by eating your provisions or taking a potion, if you have one.
Play using a new battle system. Learn more about the original battle system. Oh man. This is fucking hard, by the way. Oh, I got a bump. I got a bump on my face. Wait, guys. Let me squeeze the bump on my face. There was a little bit pimple. I just want to squeeze it. But I'm gonna squeeze it later. Can you repeat that?
You are playing using the new battle system, where the battle takes place over 3 rounds. Your sheer battle-hardened nature will mean you'll always win the battle after the 3 rounds, but every round you lose will cost you 2 stamina points. So be careful. Losing all your stamina will still be fatal. At the start of each round, you'll have a short time to decide to fight or to build up your stamina by eating your provisions or taking a potion, if you have one.
Yeah.
You are playing using the traditional battle system from the original Death Trap Dungeon book. At the start of each round, you'll have a short time to decide to fight or to build up your stamina by eating your provisions or taking a potion, if you have one. After each battle round, you'll be able to test your luck. By using luck in battles, you can either score a more serious wound on your opponent or minimize the effects of a wound scored on you. If you test
Wait,
your luck,
guys.
or take an extra
No
2
more
points from your
notification.
opponent's stamina. But if the roll is greater, then the damage to your opponent will be
I
halved.
have to do it again.
If your opponent, you are playing using the traditional battle system from the original Death Trap Dungeon book. At the start of each round, you'll have a short time to decide to fight or to build up your stamina by eating your provisions or taking a potion, if you have one. After each battle round, you'll be able to test your luck. By using luck in battles, you can either score a more serious wound on your opponent or minimize the effects of a wound scored on you. If you test your luck after you have just wounded your opponent, we'll roll 2 dice, and if the total is the same or less than your current luck score, you will have been lucky and will take an extra 2 points from your opponent's stamina. But if the roll is greater, then the damage to your opponent will be halved. If your opponent has just inflicted a 2 stamina wound on you, a lucky roll will halve that damage, but an unlucky roll will take an additional stamina point. One last thing. Testing your luck has a cost. Each time you test your luck score will be reduced by 1 point.
Oh shit. Well, it's all about the luck losing, so let's do it.
Now it is your turn to salute the crowd. Holding your violet scarf aloft, you take one final deep breath of cool, fresh air before turning to pass between the stone-brick gateway into circumvent corridors of power to face unknown perils of the world through the mighty barrens of Death Trap Dungeon.
What is this? Auto attack on me? Auto attack. Branching. Death Trap Dungeon. Trailer is amazing. Starring by Eddie Murphy. Written by Ian Livingston. Adapted by Matt Spall and Mark Ruffin. briefly.
The clamour of the excited spectators gradually fades behind you as you venture deep into the gloom of the cavern. Large crystals hang from the tunnel roof at 20-meter intervals, radiating just enough soft light for you to see your way. As your eyes gradually become accustomed to the near darkness, you begin to see movement all around. Spiders and beetles crawling up and down the chiseled walls disappear quickly into cracks and crevices as they sense your approach. Rats and mice scurry along the floor ahead of you. Droplets of water drip into small pools with an eerie plopping sound which echoes down the tunnel. The air is cold, moist, and dank. After walking slowly along the tunnel for about 5 minutes, you arrive at a stone table standing against the wall to your left. On it, there are 6 boxes, one of which has your name painted on its lid.
Continue without note. Okay. There was one of the box I had a name. Maybe I will get the weapon or something. But there is something can be trapped. If the box have a name, just try to open it.
The lid of the box lifts off easily, and inside you find 2 gold pieces and a note written on a small piece of parchment addressed to you. After placing the gold in your pocket, you read the message, which says, "Well done. At least you had the sense to stop and take advantage of the token aid given to you. Now I can advise you that you will need to find and use several items if you hope to pass triumphantly through my death trap dungeon. Signed, Succumbit." Memorizing the advice on the note, you tear it into tiny pieces and continue north along the tunnel, where you come to a junction. A white arrow painted on one wall points west. On the floor, you can see wet footprints made by those who entered before you. It's hard to be sure, but it looks as though 3 of them followed the direction of the arrow, while one decided to go east.
Hard choices, man. All of them followed that direction to the arrow, and the one just decided to go east. I guess I have to follow them. Maybe I can save them. Maybe, just maybe. Let's go.
Following the 3 sets of wet footprints along the west passage of the tunnel, you soon arrive at a junction.
Follow the 3rd set of footprint north. Continue west. Wait, what?
Walking along the tunnel, you are surprised to see a large iron bell hanging down from the ceiling.
Ring the bell.
A dull bong sounds from the bell like a death toll. Everything around you begins to vibrate. You grit your teeth as your head starts to shudder. Your whole body is trembling. You fall to the floor, losing 2 skill points and 2 stamina points.
What?
You quiver and shake, writhing convulsively on the floor as the vibrations intensify. You search desperately for a way of stopping the bell.
Try to deaden the bell with your boot. Scream loud, no.
You pull your boot off your foot and force yourself to reach up and hold it against the bell. Slowly, the bell stops vibrating, and the pain in your body gradually eases. You manage to stand up, but you do not release your boot from the bell until it becomes completely still.
What?
You put your boot back on and continue your journey west. The tunnel veers sharply to the right.
This is amazing.
North for as far as you can see. You hear a tremendous commotion in the distance, growling and snarling and howling. You draw your sword and set off in the direction of the noise. Ahead, in the dim light, you see two hobgoblins fighting, punching, and kicking each other furiously.
Ah, shit.
Next to where the hobgoblins are fighting, there is a leather bag lying on the floor. And it seems to be this that they are fighting over.
Try to slip by them. Attack them with rock. I think I have to.
You creep up behind the fighting hobgoblins, and leaping out of the shadows, you push them into the wall as you run by. Looking back, you see them sprawled on the floor and chuckle to yourself as you hurry on north. The tunnel soon.
Well, I was lucky. What do we get here?
Following it east, you arrive at a strange obstruction. A row of 12 wooden poles across.
What is this? What is this? Oh, great. I can play from here.
Following the 3 sets of wet foot. Walking along the tunnel.
I can do that. Can't believe it. We continue the west.
The tunnel veers sharply to. Next to where the hobgoblins are fighting, there is a leather bag.
Try to slip by them. Unnoticed. Attack them. Okay, try to talk with them. How about that?
The hobgoblins stop their fight immediately. They do not understand what you are saying and snarl at you viciously. And then they draw their short swords and run forward to attack you, one at a time.
Attack the first hobgoblin. I win.
The hobgoblin runs at you, but you twist aside as your sword lands home.
Wow. Yeah! Attack the. Okay. His stamina is, I think, 10%. Who's dead?
One eye still on the bag, the hobgoblin doesn't see you attack and screeches as you land a blow.
Okay. That's the first hobgoblin.
Pretending to be tired, you bend over to grab a handful of dirt and throw it in the hobgoblin's face, making your subsequent attack very effective. The first hobgoblin couldn't keep up with your skill and falls aside, lifeless. You ready yourself to fight the other.
Oh, this one could be bad.
The hobgoblin runs at you, but you twist aside as your sword lands home.
He's only got 3 HP. And I got 20. Fuck!
One eye still on the bag, the hobgoblin doesn't see you attack and screeches as you land a blow. Pretending to be tired, you bend over to grab a handful of dirt and throw it in the hobgoblin's face, making your subsequent attack very effective. Cut and bruised from your victorious battle, you see that the hobgoblins have nothing of any use to you on them. So you decide to open the bag on the floor.
Finally.
Inside, you find a corked earthenware jug. You uncork it and sniff the liquid inside. It smell sharp and acrid.
Dip the piece of cloth in it. Ah, shit. Drink some liquid. Oh my god. This is an acid acid, I think. How about drink?
You lift the jug to your lips and take a deep swig of the liquid. The moment it hits your mouth, it burns so much that you drop the jug and grab your throat in agony. You have swallowed acid, costing you 1 skill point and 4 stamina points. Thick smoke rises up from where the acid has fallen from the broken jug. You fall to the floor and crawl along, desperately trying to find drinkable water in the shallow pools of the dripping tunnel. This will be a test of your luck. We'll roll 2 dice.
I win.
You find a pool behind the dead hobgoblins and take great gulps of the cool water as quickly as you can. The water neutralizes the acid, and slowly you begin to recover. Still in great pain, you haul yourself to your feet and set off north.
I think I have to do it again. Good point.
The tunnel veers sharply to the
Ah,
next
shit.
where the hobgoblins caught in their scuffle. They are completely unprepared for your attack,
Cool.
and you are able to kill the first one before he can draw his sword. You turn to face the remaining hobgoblin, who snarls at you in hatred.
Fuck yeah.
The hobgoblin runs at you, but you twist aside as your sword lands home.
Oh, fuck you.
With one eye still on the bag, the hobgoblin doesn't see you attack and screeches as you land a blow. Pretending to be tired, you bend over to grab a handful of dirt and throw it in the hobgoblin's face, making cut and bruise from your victory. Acrid smoke rises from the jug as you lower the cloth into it. The liquid is unmistakably acid. You recork the jug and place it in your backpack, hoping it may be of use to you later.
Yeah.
You sheathe your sword and press on, northwards.
Finally.
The tunnel soon takes another sharp right turn. Following it east, you arrive at a strange obstruction. A row of 12 wooden poles across the tunnel. They are fixed to the walls at each end, about half a meter off the floor and spaced about a meter apart.
What? Oh, God. Can you repeat that again?
The tunnel soon takes another sharp right turn. Following it east, you arrive at a strange obstruction. A row of 12 wooden poles across the tunnel. They are fixed to the walls at each end, about half a meter off the floor and spaced about a meter apart.
Step over between the poles. What?
You step confidently onto the first pole and stride across to the next. As you land on the third pole, it immediately releases a shower of sharp splinters, each several centimeters long, and losing you 2 luck points. They fly out in all directions at great speed, and you can't avoid being hit. We'll roll 2 dice for the number of splinters that sink into your flesh.
What?
Each one that hits you will cost you 1 stamina point. You manage to scramble over the remaining poles and sit down to the painful task of removing the splinters from your body. After resting for a while, you set off east again.
Should I have to do it again?
The tunnel soon takes another You step slowly over and between the poles, taking care not to touch any of them. This will be a test of your skill, like the luck test. We'll roll 2 dice, and if the number rolled is equal to or less than your current skill score, you have been skillful. But if the roll is higher than your skill score, then you aren't skillful enough.
Oh, shit.
You step slowly over and between the poles, taking care not to touch any of them. After resting for a while, you set off east again. The tunnel
That
ends
was
at
really amazing.
a junction. The footprints you have been following turn north, and you decide to stay with them. You soon come to another junction in the tunnel. One branch leads east, but the wet footprints you have been following continue north. You decide to follow their trail. The passage opens out into a wide cabin which is darker
I follow the footprints. I see that.
but much drier. Ahead, you see the footprints gradually fade, then disappear.
I think
There is a large idol in the center of the cabin that must be 6 meters high. In its head are jeweled eyes, each as big as your fist. On either side of the idol stand 2 giant stuffed, bird-like creatures.
Standard. Ah, my. Walk through the cave. Okay, how about this?
The idol is very smooth and will be difficult to climb. Some rope would have been ideal for this task, but alas, you don't have any. So slowly and carefully, you begin to climb the idol. You're about to grab hold of its large ear when suddenly your foot slips.
Shit!
We'll need to check how lucky you are. We'll roll 2 dice, and if the number rolled is equal to or less than your current luck score, you have been lucky. But if the number rolled is higher than your current luck score, you have been unlucky.
12. I got the 12, by the way. 6, 7.
You just managed to grab the idol's earlobe and regain your footing. You scramble over its face and sit down on the bridge of its nose. You draw your sword and consider which jeweled eye to prize out first.
Prize out the left eye. Prize out the right eye. Which one I should do? I think how about the right one?
You try to force the point of your sword under the emerald eye. Much to your surprise, it shatters on contact, releasing a jet of poisonous gas straight into your face. The gas knocks you out and you fall backwards, bouncing down the idol to land on the stone floor. Your adventure ends here.
Oh, what the fuck? I die?
There is a large... You just managed... As you touch the emerald eye of the idol, you hear a creaking sound below you. Looking down, you are shocked to see the 2 stuffed birds taking flight. Their wings flap in jerky movements, but they are soon above you and look set to attack. You'll fight the flying guardians, one at a time, but your skill is reduced by 3
What?
during this combat because of your restricted position.
Ah, shit. Shit.
Clawing at your leg with its talons, the guardian rips away a chunk of your stamina.
The subtitle is on. Why didn't you say that I got one more fucked up? Come on. There we go.
The guardian snaps at you with its vicious beak, but you're able to smash the hilt of your sword into its outstretched neck.
Come on. Oh, fuck.
Coming at you with its razor-sharp talons, you're able to swipe your sword, partially removing one of the guardian's toes.
Wow.
You're able to grab the wing of the guardian and send it crashing into the idol. It recovers, but you took some of its stamina.
Great. Oh, fuck, damn fuck.
Guardian snaps at you with its vicious beak. You parry, but the tip of the creature's beak sinks deep into your arm.
Are you fucking idiot?
Guardian snaps at you with its vicious beak, but you're able to smash the hilt of your sword into its outstretched neck. The crumpled form of the first flying guardian falls crashing to the floor. So you ready yourself to take on the second.
I really want to read the version, but who cares? Oh, no, you fucked
The
up.
beating wing of the guardian smashes into the side of your head, leaving you seeing.
Oh, no.
Coming at you with it.
I've done it.
You lunge for the creature as it flies above you, but your sword clangs into the statue. Neither of you are harmed.
Ah, shit. I'm fine.
Clawing at your leg with its talon.
Wait, what?
You're able to grab the wing of the guardian and send it crashing into the idol. It recovers, but you took some of its stamina. The guardian snaps at you with
Come on.
coming at you with its razor sharp. Your final swipe dispatches the second flying guardian. You look down and see the crumpled bodies of the flying guardians lying motionless on the floor. You start to prize out the idol's emerald eye with the tip of your sword. At last it comes free, and you are surprised by its weight. Hoping that it may be of use later, you put it in your backpack.
Freeze out the... Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? It's an acid!
You lower yourself carefully down the idol, and wasting no more time in the cavern, run forward to the tunnel in the northern wall. Not much farther down the tunnel, you come to a closed door on your left. Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently but hear nothing.
Open the door.
You enter a room which is small and completely empty. As soon as you are inside, the door slams shut behind you.
What?
Suddenly a voice booms out of nowhere, shouting, "Welcome to Death Trap Dungeon, the ingenious killer labyrinth of my master. Adventurer, I trust you will pay your respects to my master by shouting out his name."
Shout, Sukumit is a worm. Sukumit. Hell, Sukumit. What the fuck? How about this one? Let's see what happened.
You take a deep breath and shout, "Sukhumvit is a worm." Once again, the mysterious voice calls out, only this time, to your great surprise, in a far less threatening tone. Good. My master likes those who show spirit. Take this gift to help you. It will grant you one wish, but one wish only. Farewell.
Wait, what?
A gold ring magically appears out of nowhere and lands at your feet with a gentle tinkle. You pick it up and put it on one of your fingers. The door opens and you step back into the tunnel to continue north.
Sukumit is a worm.
The tunnel twists and turns
I really like
steadily
this.
north. Ahead, you see a thin shaft of blue light streaming down from the ceiling to the floor. It sparkles and shimmers, and you can see images of laughing faces in the light.
Walk around the light, walk through the light. If I go walk through the light, it will be horrible. I walk around the light.
You come to an arched doorway set in the right-hand wall of the tunnel. The heavy stone door is closed, but there is an iron latch and a round handle.
Iron latch and try along the tunnel. What do you mean, try along the tunnel? Try the door.
Lifting the latch and pushing the heavy stone door open, you find yourself in a large cabin. The light is dim and murky. But as your eyes begin to adjust, you see that the walls are covered in green algae and running with moisture. The floor is strewn with straw. The atmosphere is warm, damp, and fetid, and a soft humming sound fills the air. You step gingerly through the straw towards a corner of the cabin where there appears to be a shallow pit. Peering warily into the pit, you are disgusted to see a mass of pale, writhing worms, some as much as half a meter long. Nauseated, you are about to turn away when you notice that their undulating bodies are swarming around a dagger. Its point held fast in a crack in the pit floor. The hilt is cased in black leather,
Very nice.
studded with opals, and the blade is fashioned from a strange, reddish-black burnished metal you have never seen before. You long to touch the dagger, but this would mean plunging your hand in among the writhing worms.
I have an acid, by the way. Back when disgustingly reach for the dagger. Oh man. I have an acid though. What do I have it? Jug of acid and ring of wishes. Sword and shield.
Taking a deep breath, you lean over the pit and plunge your forearm into the mass of wriggling worms. They are cold and clammy and feel extremely nasty. At least they are harmless, and and you are able to seize the dagger by the hilt. You give it a hard tug and it comes away from the crack in which the tip was embedded. Admiring its beauty and wondering whether it might once have belonged to some luckless contestant, you put the opal-studded dagger firmly in your belt and leave the cabin.
Wow.
As you make your way back to the doorway, the buzzing sound increases in intensity, and you look around desperately to discover where it's coming from. Glancing up in the nick of time, you see a huge and grotesque black shape of a giant fly emerging from a recess high up in the cavern wall. As it gets closer, you realize that it's at least 1.5 meters long. Its opaque wings vibrate, making the sickening buzzing noise you can hear, and its 6 black, hairy legs are poised to grasp your body.
Oh,
Below, its multifaceted eyes is a long, shiny black proboscis, which darts in and out venomously. You have stolen the giant fly's treasure from her brood of maggots, and you must face the consequences.
I know it.
It's time to test your luck again. Remember, a roll equal to or less than your luck score means you've been lucky, but a roll higher than your luck.
Yeah, whatever.
The giant fly swoops down again to try to capture you. This time you manage to evade its outstretched legs. Stepping back, you draw your sword to prepare to fight the hideous insect as it turns to attack you again.
Oh, how does this giant fly look like, by the way? Oh, shit.
You hurl yourself at your enemy, fist flailing, and land stunning.
Lovely. Yeah.
The creature flies at you so close you can't use your weapons. Grabbing it by its legs, you swing around, slamming it into a wall.
Escape? Why would I escape? I have to kill it, this shit.
You grab 2 of the giant fly's legs, but before you can do any damage, it wriggles free.
Ah, shit.
You spin your sword around your head, clipping the fly and removing part of one of its legs.
Heck yeah.
You hurl yourself at your enemy, fist flailing, and land stunning.
Yeah.
Pleased with your victory, you wipe the vile yellow slime from the blade of your sword and walk quickly to the door, back to the tunnel, and head north. The tunnel ends shortly at a junction. Looking left and right, you see a narrow passage disappearing into the dim distance.
Go east, go west. Should I have to go west? Or should I have to go east? I just came from east though. Let's just clear east now.
You walk down the passage and soon find yourself standing at the edge of a deep, dark pit. The passage continues east on the other side of the pit. You think you could probably jump over the pit, but you're not sure. There is a rope hanging down from the ceiling over the center of the pit.
Cool. I think reach for the rope. I can get a rope.
Gripping the rope firmly, you step back to take a running jump. However, in the dim light, you do not notice that someone has cut the rope almost in 2, just a little way above the section you are holding.
Ah,
As you
shit.
swing out across the pit, it suddenly breaks, and you scream with fear as you plunge headlong to the depths below.
Oh.
You land heavily on your back, but luckily your backpack cushions your fall, only costing you 1 skill point and 2 stamina points. Could have been much worse. The darkness is almost pitch black at the bottom of the pit,
Where did I fall? Oh, there.
and you crawl along the floor, groping in front of you. Suddenly your hand touches something cold, hard and smooth. The object is small and round, but you cannot figure out what it is. You place it in your backpack, hoping to see what it is once you are out of the pit. You continue to crawl forward and soon reach the pit wall. It's too smooth to climb, and you have to cut hand and toe holes in it with your sword. This takes a long time, but finally you climb out of the pit on the east side. You immediately check out the object in your backpack and discover that you have found an orb of blood-red ruby.
Oh.
You are absolutely delighted and head off east in high spirits, whistling softly. The tunnel.
Okay. How far I am? East. I choose to go west. Then I go east.
Makes a sudden left turn and continues north, as far as you can see. You soon arrive at a closed wooden door in the left-hand wall.
Keep going to open the door.
The door opens into a large candlelit room filled with incredibly lifelike statues of knights and warriors. A white-haired old man, dressed in tattered rags, jumps out from behind one of the statues and starts to giggle. Though he looks like a fool, the sparkle in his eyes makes you think there is more to him. In a high-pitched voice, he says, "Oh, good! Another stone for my garden. I'm glad you have come to join your friends. Now, I'm a fair man, so I'll ask you a question. If you answer correctly, I'll let you go free. But if your answer is wrong, I'll turn you to stone."
Oh.
He starts to chuckle again, obviously pleased with your arrival.
Make a run for door. Attack him with your sword. Attack with the sword? Really?
You draw your sword and rush towards the old man. He raises his left arm and suddenly you hit and bounce off an invisible shield. "Do not be foolish, my powers are great," the old man says calmly. "If you do not believe me, watch this." From out of nowhere, a flying fist appears, which smashes into your face before you can duck, losing you 1 stamina point. You shake your head and rub your jaw. You appear to have no alternative but to try to answer his question.
Shit.
The old man points at one of the statues, and you recognize it immediately. It is the knight who started the Trial of Champions. The agonized look on his face locked in stone for eternity. The old man smiles, saying, "This man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. How much does he weigh?" What will you answer?
You just say 100 pounds.
Still smiling, the old man looks at you and says quietly, "Wrong." And before you can do anything else, he mumbles a few strange words into the air. You feel your muscles harden, skin go
Shit.
taut. You start to panic, but there is nothing you can do to
It's
stop the petrification of
150.
your body.
Damn it.
Your adventure ends here.
This is really good.
The tunnel. The door opens into a large... The old man points at one of the statues. Still smiling, the old man looks at you and says quietly, "Wrong." And before you can do anything else, he mumbles a few strange words into the air. You feel your muscles harden and your skin go taut. You start to panic, but there is nothing you can do to
200,
stop the
half of it is
petrification of
200.
your body.
Why 150? Why not 750, man?
End here.
It's really amazing, though.
The tunnel makes a sudden left turn and the old man points, still smiling. The old man looks at you and says, "Well done, stranger. You have answered correctly. I wish you good fortune during the rest of the trial of champions. And to this end, I shall increase your powers." He then mutters a few more unintelligible words, and you feel a powerful surge soar through your body, increasing your skill, stamina, and luck by 1. You bid the old man farewell and leave his room to continue north along the passage. Only a few meters further down the passage, you see another closed door in the left-hand wall. The letter X is scratched into its center panel. Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently, but can hear nothing.
It means you can't go there, but I will go there. But I will go there.
Opens into a large room. Looking around, you see an alcove in the west wall. In the middle of the room, sitting in the chair, is the skeleton of an armed warrior, possibly a contestant from years gone by. The skeletal fingers of its right hand grip a crumpled parchment.
Take the parchments from the skeleton.
Touching the parchment has precisely the effect you had feared. The skeleton lurches forward, rising from its chair in a series of jerky movements, raises its sword. Lunging sideways, you draw your sword to defend yourself. You quickly eat some provisions, increasing your stamina by 4 points. You quickly eat some provisions, increasing your stamina by 4 points.
Let's go. Oh, the fuck!
The skeleton is strong, but slow. You swing your sword, which smashes into its leg.
What the heck? Heck yeah.
You dodge to the side as the warrior swings its sword. You kick out, knocking its legs out from under it. You run around the jerking skeleton, smashing your sword into its arm. Once again, you reach for the parchment, only this time lying amidst a pile of broken bones. Unfolding it, you see a map of a room with a drawing of a hideous creature inside it.
Hideous creature.
Beneath the monster is a rhyme, which reads, "Should you meet the manticore, of its tail beware. Shield yourself against the spikes, flying through the air." You fold up the piece of parchment and put it in your backpack, repeating the rhyme over and over to yourself.
Okay.
You walk across to the alcove.
Alright.
At the back of the alcove are some steps leading down into a cellar Cobwebs brush your face as you descend. The cellar ceiling is quite low.
I think that's it. That's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys think of my gameplay, which I just did. I'm gonna catch you guys, inshallah, next time when we meet again. Bye bye. Take care. Love you all. Sayonara. Pakistan Zindabad. Peace.
And the
Hello.
floor is strewn with debris.